Yeah, guys, Arsenal opinions back after another fantastic game. I'm only smiling because of the the comedy of errors. Let's call it that. Um, didn't think we'd win from the get go, but was optimistic we'd make it a game. We normally do against Chelsea. Um, First 15 minutes, I thought it was quite a tactical thing. Obviously, they was um, trying to push on the flanks. Um, Obviously, as well, Lukaku. I mean, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. Even when he plays for Belgium, he's a good player. You know, he's quality. But Mari, he was just bullied, wasn't he, all game. I thought there was substitutions on the bench, and what I mean by that is from the start of the game. I don't think that back four was ever good enough. Obviously, there was no Ben White, and I know people might go, well, that makes no difference. It does, though, because there's still a certain structure. That's why a lot of the big teams, they've got a set line, set back four, a bit like the old Arsenal, you know, Tony Adams. People like that. We ain't got that anymore, and you've got to have that security from behind, because as soon as you go behind, you've gone behind, and you've got to try and get something out of the game. And then, let's be honest, I mean, as much as he took the goal well, Reece, I think his name is, at Chelsea, there was four Arsenal players there, and not one of them noticed that he was, you know, he was on the right. That had got round. I mean, come on, you know, it's like schoolboy defending, you know. Yeah, pretty shocking stuff. You know, I know Arteta keeps saying, yeah, you know, believe in the process. What process? What is our formation? What's our game plan? And if things don't go right, what are you going to do about it? And he doesn't seem to have any idea, Arteta. You know? I'm not saying he doesn't try, and I'm not saying he doesn't really believe that he can do something with the club. But I think it's become apparent now that he can't. I mean, I said this last season. He's just not. I don't think he's mentally up to the challenge. I don't think he knows enough about what to do, or is he trying to micromanage? Because there's that as well. Some managers like to micromanage. Some bosses like to micromanage in other jobs. And nah, it don't work. It never works. Anyone listening who's a boss who micromanages people, don't fucking micromanage them. You know? It's not right. If the person ain't doing their job, then fuck them off. And some of these footballers need to be fucked off as well. Yeah, I mean, I thought there were patches in the game where Arsenal had some good movement, opened Chelsea up a bit, but when it got to the final third, nothing there. Aubameyang coming on, what was it, 30 minutes left? Obviously he's still not right, but he wasn't right pre-season. And that's the thing, I know people are saying, give Arteta a chance, and all the rest of it, but if you look at pre-season games, Aubameyang, a chance after chance, and they were easy chances. I mean, there was headers where it's literally directly in front of goal, and he only had to go, boom, and it was a goal. I mean, it's fucking easy, and I mean that easy. He didn't do nothing. He missed them, missed chance after chance after chance. So he's not right, and I know strikers go through this, goal drought, you know, that type of thing. And obviously you've got to have the quality of players behind you. Nah, I think Tierney, although Tierney got up on the left and he made some good runs, he left, that hole wasn't filled when he got up the wing. Done some good crosses, stuff like that. Who else? Two best players for me for Arsenal were Lokonga, I think his name is, and Smith Rowe. Yeah, I thought that was out of all that, you know, they were a bit of a shining light sort of thing, you know. They did their jobs. They wanted to attack. They wanted it, but there isn't enough quality. There's too much youth. You know, youth's a good thing. It's like Arsene Wenger. He always used to play the youth in the cups, or there'd be a couple of youth players, 2-3 youth players, maybe getting the team. But at the moment, it's just too many, and also we've got injuries again. Injuries. And I've always said this about Arsenal. Why do these people get injured so often? And it ain't just in the football games themselves. Sometimes it's actually in training. You know, and don't get me wrong, accidents happen. It is a contact sport, you do touch each other, blah, blah, blah. But I'm wondering if Arsenal overdo it in training. There's too much. You know, you can't overtrain, you can't overdo. So when it comes to talking about overtraining, what's the Manny Pacquiao fight against Dennis Ugas? That wasn't Manny Pacquiao. Not at all. He's overtrained. His had leg cramps, couldn't move. It just shows you what things can do. Obviously, he's an older man, but at the end of the day, if you do too much, it could be. It's not. Doesn't always work right, you know. And I think sometimes that's what happens with Arsenal. It's injuries all the time, you know. And we are missing quite a lot of players now. I think Lacazette's got COVID. But yeah, overall, I think there were parts where we played better than the game in against Brentford. But it's still not good enough, you know. I mean, I've said Arteta out, and be honest, Arteta out for a while now. What we got? I think we got West Brom on Wednesday, and then we got Manchester City on Saturday, you know. I'm hoping we must win that West Brom game, and I do think this. If we don't beat West Brom, then he needs to go. Arteta must be sacked. Get someone in there with a bit more tactical know-how. Yeah, very disappointing result. Hopefully it don't stay like this for too long. You know, he's been given some money to spend. He spent some money. Odegaard's alright. He was alright the other season. I still think he needs to do more when he does get on the ball. Because when I've seen him play for previous clubs, he's took people on more. Showed a bit of skill. Gone round people. Go against people. You know, fucking have a go. That's what football's about. I don't like all this fucking piss balling about. Backwards, sideways. Up. You get up to the fucking goal mouth. Then back again, back. One is have some balls, take a fucking chance, cut in and have a shot. You know? That's what you should be doing. I can't understand, and that's what I'm talking about micromanaging. It's like you've got to stay in your area. Don't fucking leave your area. You know? That type of thing. And also, I want to say last thing was, with regards to, say, Lukaku. Lukaku's a striker, right? So the ball comes up to him, he holds the ball up, he lays the ball off to another player, midfielder, whatever. That ball gets come across and Lukaku gets on the end of it. Now Lukaku moved 5-10 yards, like just around that sort of area. Our strikers are fucking defending. You know, running about like headless chickens. And that ain't the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to provide the end result. And that is the problem. Even if we go down 2 goals, the other team don't have to worry at the moment because we keep scoring goals. We're not scoring nothing. Anyway, see what you think. I don't know. Have a listen. See if you agree with my opinions, Arsenal opinions. Leave any comments you want to leave, your ideas, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.